Hey guys, this is Kasim from Game Previews, and today we're going to be looking at the possibility of a PlayStation 4K. So rumors have been absolutely crazy about a possible PlayStation upgraded system dubbed the PlayStation 4K or the PlayStation 4.5. And thanks to a well-respected NeoGAF user by the name of Osiris Black, we finally got information on price, power, and the effects it'll have on the standard PlayStation 4s that are already on the market. So let's look at that. So the first thing that we learned from Osiris Black is that the PlayStation 4.5 will be roughly priced at around $399 to $499. And the reason there isn't a definitive price range right now is because Sony is still contemplating on what the CPU will be on the PlayStation 4K. They don't want it to be too expensive, but they also don't want it to be so weak that the difference between the regular PlayStation and the PlayStation 4K is negligible. So they're trying to find that sweet spot for the CPU. So the next thing that we learned is that the GPU is going to be twice as powerful as the standard PlayStation 4. And as we all know, for a console, the PlayStation 4's GPU is pretty good, considering that it has 8GB of GDDR5 RAM and 1.84 teraflops. The next thing that we learned is that it's going to have a 4K Blu-ray player built in, and that the biggest feature of this thing is that it's going to be able to upscale non-4K gaming to 4K. So apparently developers already have the PlayStation 4K dev kits available, and their games are actually going to be targeting the higher fidelity PlayStation 4s. This doesn't mean that these games that these developers are making are only going to work on the PlayStation 4K, but it does mean that they're going to look a lot better and feel a lot better on the PlayStation 4K compared to the original PlayStations. So some of the games that are being developed with the PlayStation 4K in mind include some VR games like Eve Valkyrie, Robinson, and GT Sports, and then other games like Deep Down and God of War 4. So expect those games to play a lot better on the PlayStation 4K and then receive downgrades for the original PlayStations. So in terms of the types of downgrades we're probably going to expect from the PlayStation 4K down to the original PlayStations, the leaker does say that if a game runs at 1080p at 60 FPS on the PlayStation 4K, it'll probably run somewhere at 900p at 60 or 30 FPS. So the difference doesn't seem to be huge, but the fact that there is a difference does seem to be rubbing console gamers the wrong way, considering that we do buy consoles to have the same performance across every system with the same game. Although I personally do like the idea of having a slightly upgraded PlayStation 4, I don't think that Sony handled this the right way. If it were me personally, I would have waited for the PlayStation 5 and announced from the get-go that this system is going to be slightly upgraded every 2 or 3 years, rather than just expecting people to drop their original PlayStations and upgrade to the newer ones if they do want the best gaming experience possible on PlayStation. Having said all this, I do think that it's really necessary for Sony to make this move because PC gaming has become a lot more mainstream, and to keep up with their competition, they do need to upgrade their PlayStation 4s now a lot faster, whether it be slightly or just introducing another iteration of PlayStation a lot sooner. Obviously, the PlayStation 3 did last around 8 years, and that's because gaming PC was still in its infancy and a lot less mainstream, but considering what it is today, you can just go and buy some PC parts and put them together pretty quickly, so they do got to compete with that. And on top of that, gaming is evolving at a faster rate, which means graphics are evolving much faster, so they do need to make a PlayStation 4 that is upgrade friendly. So I do see it on that aspect as well. Personally, I do like that they are doing this, but other people might have other opinions. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Will you be picking up the PlayStation 4K? Do you already have a PlayStation? Are you going to be upgrading, or are you just going to wait it out and see if this thing does come out? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you guys like this video, please consider giving me a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Alright guys, thanks, bye.